Hello students, this would be our third video for the numericals of chapter 3 of science. Okay, and this is Sonia Nair from Sonia Nair's tutorials, and today we will start doing the numericals of science chapter 3. Okay, so the first question what we will be solving now is this would be from the unsolved example of your book, page 45. Okay, and this would be question number 9C, third question of main question number 9 in your textbook. So it says that if a charge of 420 coulomb, okay, so what is a charge? Charge, that is Q, is 420 coulomb. Okay, this is a given information, is passing through a conducting wire in 5 minutes. So the time given here for the charge to move from the conducting wire is 5 minutes. So when we talk about the time, it has to be in seconds. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. So we'll multiply 5 into 60. So we get 300 seconds. So we have converted minutes, 5 minutes to 300 seconds. Okay, now the information ahead is what is the value of the current. So what they have asked us to find the current. So current is represented by letter I. So they are asking us what is the current. So now the formula what we are going to use to solve this is, I is equal to Q upon T. Okay, I is equal to Q upon T. So here I is what we have to find. Q is the charge which is given 420 coulomb upon time is 300. Okay, so when we calculate this further, our answer would be 1.4 ampere. Ampere is a unit of current. Okay, so the formula what we are going to use is this. Okay, and the solution, जब हम solution लिखते हैं तब अपने को फिर से यहाँ से ही शुरू करना है. सेम formula लिख दिया, then solution, and after solution we have to again start from here and complete the sum, and there should be a final statement. Whatever they have asked should be written in a final statement. So they have asked us what is the value of the current. So therefore the value of the current is 1.4 ampere. So this is the final statement. This will be actually question number 9 in your textbook, sum number C, page 45. Okay children, now we'll see question number 9, page 45, in which we'll see question number A. Okay, A of question number 9. In this they have told that a resistance of 1 meter long. So there is a resistance. So let us consider the length of the resistance L1 is 1 meter long. Okay, the resistance of a 1 meter long nichrome wire is 6 ohms. So 6 ohms is the resistance. So R1 is the resistance of this wire, that is 6 ohm is the resistance. Now if we reduce this wire to 70 centimeters, so the next length what we are considering here is 70 centimeter, which we should convert in meter because already L1 is in meter. So when we convert 70 centimeter into meter is 0.7 meter. What we are doing is we are dividing it by 100 because 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Okay, and what is to be solved is they are asking us what will be the resistance. So now for L2 what will be the resistance? So we are supposed to find R2 here. Okay, this is the question. Now we know the formula. In a usual notation the formula is as I have written it here. Okay, so when I am considering R1, so length 1 is the bifurcation for R1, but A is not bifurcated as such, so it would remain same. And when we talk about R2, then it should be this way, L2 upon A. Got it? So if I am taking a ratio of this, if suppose I am taking a ratio of R2 upon R1, what is the value of R2? That I'll be writing it here. And R1, by seeing the formula what we have written in the previous statement. So we have written this. Now whatever is similar, we could cancel those things. Here this A will get cancelled. So what is left here is R2 upon R1 is L2 upon L1. Now what is L2? L2 is given, it's 0.7, 0.7, right? And what is L1 here? It's 1 meter, that is 1. Got it? So R2 upon R1 is equal to 0.7 upon 1. Now is there any value of R2, R1 given? Yes, we have a value of R1. So R2 upon, what is R1 here? 6 equal to 0.7 upon 1. So if you cross multiply this, so tell me what is the value of R2 here? R2 into 1 is R2 and 6 into 0.7. 6 into 0.7 will give us 4.2. And what is the unit of a resistance? Ohm. So this is our answer. Then as I said earlier, we need to also write the final statement. Therefore, what we can write is, therefore the required resistance is 4.2 ohms. Got it? So it's very simple sum for us to understand. This is as I said, page 45, question number 9A. L1 and R1 is given. L2 you are supposed to find R2. Only thing, the conversion has to be taken care, centimeter to meter. Okay, this is the formula which we are supposed to solve in. And here if I am bifurcating R as R1, definitely L1 will exist. Same way goes here, R2 then L2, rest all remain same. When I make a ratio of it, whatever is similar gets cancelled and what is left is L2 upon L1. And then I substitute all the values and I get this answer. Very simple. Now we'll do the last sum, page number 45, as usual, as I'm showing you all again and again. Page 45, question number 9B. Okay, the second sum of that main question. So in this sum, see, we are going to have a very different aspect related to quadratic equation. Okay, so I want you all to be very careful and you all to listen very carefully on what we are going to solve here. Okay, so they say that when two resistors are connected in series, so when two resistors are connected in series, let us name these two resistors as, let the two resistors be R1 and R2. So these are the names of two resistors, R1 and R2. So if these resistors are connected in series, so series means R1 plus R2. If it's connected in series combination, then the equivalent resistance or the effective resistance is 80 ohm. This is given. This is a first condition what is given. And same way, if these two resistors are connected in parallel combination, so parallel combination will be this way. When it is connected in parallel combination, the equivalent resistance would be 20 ohms. So this is given. So here in this second equation, if this is equation 1, so in this equation, the second condition what has been given here, so if I cross multiply this, so R1 plus R2 upon R1 into R2 equal to 1 upon 20. What I've done here is I'm cross multiplying here, 1 into R1, 1 into R2, and then this multiplication, R1 into R2. Okay, so now what is R1 plus R2 from equation 1? It is 80. So I'll mention here 80 upon R1 into R2 equal to 1 upon 20. You can write a reason that you got it from 1. Now, what is the value of R1 into R2 then? R1 into R2, one's a is same. 80 into 20 is 160. 1600, sorry. Okay, when you multiply this is 1600. So I hope you all must have understood this. Now, what will be the value of R1 here then? 1600 upon R2, because if I have to get the value of R1, I can remove this R2. It's in a multiplication format. So whenever multiplication goes to other side, it is division. So this I'll state it as equation number 2. So wherever if I have to submit R1, I will be writing this 1600 upon R2. Okay. So now from the first equation, R1 plus R2 equal to 80. R1 plus R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 is equal to 80. So what we'll do is R1 is 1600 upon R2 plus R2 is same. We will not write anything in R2. We'll substitute the same R2 here and then 80. Okay, the denominator for this is nothing, so it's 1. So if you cross multiply this, what we get is R2 into R2 is R2 square plus, if you multiply this, it is 1600 upon R2 into 1 is R2 equal to 80. I hope you all must have understood this. This is a cross multiplication here. So if you see here, you can cross multiply this once again. It has to be, if equal to is there, so you have to multiply it this way only once, like this, cross multiply. So R2 square plus 1600 into 1 will be same. R2 square plus 1600 equal to R2 into 80 will give us 80 R2. Got it, kids? So R2 square, if I get this here, it is minus, plus goes to other side, it's minus, plus 1600 equal to 0. Now what we are supposed to do is, we are going to solve this. Now we are going to solve a quadratic equation. When we are solving a quadratic equation, how we are going to do this, I'll explain you. See, now here we have 1600 at the last. So 1600 means we need two numbers which when we multiply we have to get 1600, and whenever we add or subtract we need to get minus 80, the middle number. So we need to look for those numbers. So it can be 40 into 40 is 1600 and 40 plus 40 will give me 80 as well. But यहाँ minus होने की वजह से it can be minus here, both the place. Right? Minus 40 is minus 80, and minus 40 multiplied minus 40, multiplication mein minus minus gets cancelled and it's positive, right? So our numbers are now sure, like we have to take minus 40, minus 40. So R2 square minus, we will split this, minus 40 R2 minus 40 R2. Okay, the last number will remain same, 1600 equal to 0. Now what we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to group this. We can remove the common factor out of it. So see, if you see R2 is common here. इधर 2 R2 है, यहाँ 1 है. So we can remove 1. What is left inside is 1 R2 minus 40 is left. The sign here is minus. What is common here in this? 40 is common. 40 को बाहर निकाला तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ R2 बचेगा. Then here should be minus, because minus minus then becomes plus here, right? And here should be 40. How it is 40 here? Because 40 into 40 is 1600 equal to 0. So if you see here, R2 minus 40. See here, what is common here? In this and in this, what is common? This bracket is common, no? So I'll remove this bracket out. R2 minus 40 बाहर निकालती हूँ, तो what is left in here? इधर एक R2 बचा है, minus here 40 is left equal to 0. If you see, both the brackets are same, that is R2 minus 40 का whole square equal to 0. If I remove a square, it's square root on the other side. What is square root of 0? It is 0. So the square goes out and I am left back with this. Right? So what is R2 then? minus 40 goes to other side, it's plus 40. Resistance unit is ohms. So what is the value of R2? We are supposed to find the value of this R1 and R2. So R2 we got 40 ohms. Now we'll find R2 by substituting the value of R2 in equation 2. So by substituting value of R2 in equation 2, we get, see what we will get, R1 is equal to 1600 upon R2, and what is R2 we have got is 40. So if you cancel the zeros okay, and if you see, if you cancel this off, what is left with us is 40 ohms. So therefore the two, so this is R1, two resistors are 40 ohms and 40 ohms. I hope you all must have understood this sum. Okay, you all can see this video and again if at all you have some doubts. Otherwise you all can definitely contact me, and so that we can solve this again and show it to you all. So I hope I explained it to the core, and hope you all must have understood it very well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Okay, you all take care. Bye.